Today, we'll be talking about content. Yes, I know it's a touchy subject for many business owners because it just sounds like a lot of work, and I get it. How are you supposed to be the operations of the business at the same time as doubling as the digital marketer of that business? And how do you do a great job at both? The answer is surprisingly simple, and I suspect you know it as well. The answer is this: release great content. Of course, that begs the question, how do you release great and relatable content while saddled with the responsibilities of running a business? How do you do all of that while running a family as well? And how can you be amazing at all of that at once? I'm not going to say I've got all the answers because, let's be frank, no one does. But what I do have are a few tips and tools that will make creating great content easier and quicker for you. How do I know that these tips work? Easy. I use them, and they've made my job easier than ever. They've also freed up my schedule, and now I have time to focus on my family and other things that interest me. Let's get started. There's no way to step around this. There's great content, and there's bad content. The difference may not be obvious at first, but once you start pushing out content regularly, you know that some content are better packaged and better optimized for audiences than others. Making great content isn't easy. It's probably one of the most difficult tasks for a business owner. It's even worse when you're a sole business owner and you have to do all the content creation work. However, you should know that content creation is only difficult if you don't have the right tools. Once you understand how to make every video, every picture, and every piece of content you put out look great, everything else magically just starts to form well. In this video, I'll be talking about 4 super apps. I like to call them super apps because they kind of give me superpowers. These 4 super apps make it very easy for me not only to create content quickly and easily, they also make sure that whatever I'm putting out is mint as heck. Since I started using these apps to refine and edit my content, I've saved a lot more time on content making because they are super easy to use and ensure that I don't have to put loads of content to achieve my reach goals. After this video, you'll also hopefully know a lot more about these apps, how to use them and optimize them for the content that you push out. If you're anything like me, a woman who just wants to scale her business up, build a great personal brand, and achieve her business goals while having time for her family, then these apps will be a breath of fresh air into your business. The first app I'll be talking about is something called Adobe Lightroom. You may have heard of it, you may have not, but one thing is true, it will change your photos game. Just take that from me. Or take it to the bank, whatever way you want to take it. Adobe Lightroom is probably the most professional app you can use to edit photos for Instagram. And I use the word professional loosely here because you surely don't have to be a professional to use Adobe Lightroom. There's a paid version for the app, but that's only if you're using a desktop or a laptop. Of course, the desktop version is more advanced and more complex, but the mobile version of the app would do just fine. The great thing about this app is that it offers so many advanced editing options and offer them in a way that makes them pretty easy to tweak. Whether it's color correction or grain and texture effect, Lightroom has them all. If you don't want to do the technical work of tweaking settings, Lightroom's got you covered. There are also so many presets in this app that will allow you to develop a unique content style for your content. These sets will make it easier for you to create a cohesive content style, which has been proven to get traction a lot faster than regular styled content. Lightroom could be confusing at first, but don't let that scare you. It's pretty easy to use, and if I can use it to optimize my content and create professional looking pictures, you can too. The next app is something called Later. Weird name, right? I agree, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we want to talk about Later, the app. Unlike Lightroom, Later isn't an editing app. Instead, it's a Facebook and Instagram scheduling app. Okay, to be fair, Later can also be used to schedule posts on apps like Twitter and Pinterest, but I'm an Instagram and Facebook girl, so I mostly use it for Instagram and Facebook. While Lightroom will make your content look better and more coherent, Later will take the stress of posting off your shoulders. Later is a very powerful social media management platform that integrates with your social media accounts and allows you to post content even when you're not online. So you don't have to wait for optimized visibility times to post. You can just schedule your post and be on your way. With Later, you can even schedule up to a month's post. Do you know how freeing that would be? And it gets even better. It could even help you reply to Instagram DMs or inquiries. Imagine having such a tool at your disposal. How many hours do you think it would shave off your regular workday? Anyways, here's how Later works. The app makes use of a drag and drop interface that allows you to just drag and drop images and videos into the grid, upload directly from your computer or upload from Dropbox or Google. All you need to do is drag an image over to your calendar panel and then drop it on the day you want it posted. Next, you can use the create option to write copy that you want to put with your post. After that, you can search suggested hashtags that will give your post more visibility, and then you can post them to the post. Each hashtag that Later brings up is sorted by relevance, and you can see how many posts each hashtag has. That way, you'll know which one relates the most to your post and will reach the sort of audience you're searching for. I know what you're thinking. You're probably asking yourself if Later allows you to edit the time you want your post to go live, and because this far I've said nothing about it, but you don't have to worry. Once you add hashtags, you'll be able to edit the time that you want your post to go live on Instagram. Once you've saved the post, you've cleared it for posting, and you can see all the other posts you've lined up for the future. The great thing about Later, one of the great things about Later, because there are so many great things, is the fact that it is so easy to use. The drag and drop function allows you to reuse a post from your media library multiple times, and you can even post that exact post on other social media platforms as well. Lastly, Later doesn't just allow you to schedule your post. It also provides detailed platform analytics that ensure you always are going full speed in the right direction. Besides that, you also get performance reports for posts and stories and a curation tool that allows you to share posts created by others. You can even invite other content creators to contribute to your feed if you want. However, there is a tiny catch. The conversation feature, that feature that allows you to reply with customized messages to people who DM you, is only available for Instagram. So if your social media stomping ground is not Instagram, you'll not be able to use that feature. The next app isn't quite an app, it's more of a platform. But once you hack it, you may never have to worry about impressions ever again. It's called Instagram Reels. And if you use Instagram a lot, you've probably heard of it. But like most business people, you've probably not optimized it for your content. Well, here's the wake-up call you've been waiting for. You should optimize it, and you should do it now. And here's how you can do that. There are 3 main ways that you can boost your business following Instagram Reels. The first, to make authentic content. When I mean authentic content, I mean content that shows who you are, not just the regular, politely framed content. It could be a video of you doing a silly dance while working. It could be a video of you nodding to great music. Just make sure it's super short, super catchy, and super authentic. If you don't want to go down that path, or if you think that your path isn't a great look for your business, you could decide to share short educational content through your Reels. It could be travel tips if you run a travel-related business. It could be fashion tips. It could be anything. As long as it relates to your business and would interest your audience, you should do it. The great thing about educational content is that it helps position you as an expert on that matter. And who doesn't want to buy from an expert? The last type of content could be the product showcase type of content. Instagram Reels are shoppable. Bet you didn't know that, eh? You can upload a product onto your reel, showcasing it, and getting your followers to buy it if they like it. Now, you've got a way to make your pictures look amazing with Lightroom. You got a way to save yourself time with Later. And now you've got a new way to reach your clients with videos. What's next? Well, it's something called Mojo. And trust me when I say it will get your Mojo working. Mojo is the app you use to create great looking videos. One of the amazing things about Mojo is the fact that it is specifically geared towards businesses. Most content apps these days are made for influencers. So it's cool to know that business owners have one app specifically made to cater to their needs. The app provides you with loads and loads of templates to work with. Whether you run a food business, a fashion business, or something that has to do with travel, you'll find a video template that you can easily edit there. Even if you just have a video with a few captions, The app can turn it into what you'd expect to pay a video editor a pretty penny for. Mojo is so good at editing content that it takes a great deal of work to create a bad video with the app. Seriously, you have to work at getting everything wrong to create a bad video. That's the kind of app you want to have on your side. If you use these 4 apps to fine-tune your content creation process, you'll certainly be making better content, be spending less money, and will be saving yourself so much time. And as we both know, time is the most valuable asset a business owner can have. And as always, friends, if you've learned something new today, do me a favor. Like this video, share it with those who may need it. And finally, subscribe to my channel for more content like this and be part of our entrepreneur community. My name's Lisa Ann, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.